Let's talk about other problems that trees. We're going to talk about the benefits of trees in a while for those of you who love trees. That's fine. But let's talk about some of the other problems that can occur. It seems to me that there's a finite amount of water, nutrients, and otherwise in a particular area. Talk about the competition between grass and trees and who you want to win.
Exactly. Well, golf is played on turf, right? So I think that's what we want to win. And trees certainly compete for the nutrients and moisture, like you mentioned. So like every 5 to 7 years, we'll root prune sensitive areas if we have to live with certain trees. You could argue this could be an example. So you can manage the invasion of the roots, if you will, and minimize that impact by root pruning. Air movement. Creeping bent grass, again, really benefits from good air movement. So trees tend to impede good airflow, which helps with drainage. And you know the saying with drainage, you need 3 good things to produce a good golf course, both playability and agronomics. Drainage, drainage, and more drainage, right?
Yes.
So part of that scenario is air movement and letting that morning dew burn off quicker, get that sun exposed, get the air on that plants. It helps with disease suppression and function.
And by the way, that's particularly true, I think Dan will agree, here in the Chicagoland area because most of our soil is clay-based. If you're out somewhere like, say, Bandon Dunes in Oregon or somewhere in Scotland where you've got sand that goes down 200 feet into the ground, drainage is a lot easier because the water just percolates right through. But here, any of you who've been on a golf course after a hard rain in this area, you're going to see puddles all over the place unless you've put in a terrific drainage system. And tree roots can get into those drainage pipes. Correct. And everything else.
Yes.
You know,
so that's another hidden cost. It's hard to put a pencil to, quite frankly, is how trees impact the drainage system themselves. I've got photos, for example, of tree roots wrapping themselves around sprinkler heads and actually knocking the solenoid off the side of the sprinkler itself, making the sprinkler dysfunctional. So yeah, trees, they come with their price, so to speak. And there's a saying, you know, a weed is defined by a plant out of place. And right away, you know, you think of dandelions and clover and things of that nature. But you could also say trees are really no different. It's a plant that gets hard, that, you know, lasts a long time, lives a long time, perennial, but it could be planted out of place too. And that's what I think we got to be mindful of, and that's what we're talking about now.